Welcome back to stream, people. So I'm actually getting ready to jump into this trade on gold. Just gonna wait to see if I could get my entry, then I'll explain to you what I'm doing today. So we are about 20 minutes before London session starts. Usually I'll prefer to be started already, but I'm trying to dedicate my trading sessions to only the time I'm streaming, essentially, which also works with my lifestyle. You know, the kids just stepped out to school right now, so I am free now. So I'm trying to be more present regarding what I am doing. So if I am with my family, go focus on that. And if I'm trading, I focus on that. So this is the allocated time for trading. So I wasn't able to get in before that. I am looking to buy it. And just going to wait to see if I could get entry before I go into detail on why. But if you've been following the stream, you know why. There's a reversal lower down and it's trending up on the daily with gold. It pushed up higher from yesterday's stream. Yesterday we were here. I got chopped up a bit. I did get back into trade off stream, to be honest. I shouldn't have done it, but I'm glad I did it because it worked out. So I got this breakout here because I was sitting here, bought it initially, came and stopped me out, tried to sell it, came and would have stopped me out. I got out and I called it, but then off stream I bought it again and just got this drive, and I got out quickly before it came back. So I was quite happy with that win yesterday. I was looking at a 1% loss, but I made that 1% back and made additional 0.5. So I'm up on the count from yesterday, as you can see. So it's not quite reached the price point I expected to. It has broken this daily high. That's good. So it confirms there is a daily trend going up. And the price point I expected actually has reached it. Yeah, it has reached it. Okay. So it has reached it. So maybe I should be looking for a sell. So 40, 44, I said it on stream a few times. This is the main resistance. When I was in the move here, I was trying, and I think I was here as well. I was saying it would be good to get to 40, 44. That would be where the resistance is. And it seems to be happening right now, all happening right now. Hit there, came down, and maybe it wants to go down from here and try to continue the recent downtrend. But it just tagged it. I feel like it needs to get in there in this session. So we'll see. Currently the trend, so I'm following the trend anyway. So regardless whether it's going to be sold from here or not, I'm going to follow the trend. I'm using small size. So what I'm expecting to see here with this trend currently, we've got the H1 structure, just to zoom in here. So it had a lower H1 highs. It broke the structure here. Maybe it's using that as support. It broke the structure there. And then it started creating higher H1 highs. So that's the trend, and I'm buying it. Could enter aggressively here, but I don't know, a bit risky. Let's see, 15 minutes. This is the previous H1. It's a decent entry, low risk. I'm going to enter there. So it's a low risk entry. I'm not using too much size, and if I do lose it, we know what direction it's going. It's going down, and then I could jump back in to take it for a sell potentially. So a bit early. There's no real breaking candle to suggest it's time to get in, but it is within the zone where it should be bought. And if it does buy, it goes from there. So let me get my stop loss in before I get myself in trouble. 400. 4002. And let's see how much I'm risking. I'm risking about 0.2, I think. Yeah, just 0.2. Perfect. So I'm not trying to do too much today. Actually, on schedule, I'm on 5%. I wanted 5% by this week. I said it a few times in videos. That would be the equivalent of 0.5 every single day since I started trading this funded account. So I started trading this funded account on the 20th of October. So we are maybe 10 trading days in, and it's on schedule 5%. And the reason I really wanted 5% is because I want to make the withdrawal next week. So today is really just cruising. If I could get maybe 0.2, 0.3, that would be good. It means I've started in. So the way I've broken up is I got a 10% profit target, but I don't need 10% to be able to withdraw money. So I'm hitting the 5% profit target in my head, taking that money out, and then I'll work on the other 5%. So I've broken it down. That way, psychologically, it's a lot easier for me to reach your objective because I'm only looking for 5%. If you set your target to just 5% in a month, that's a lot easier than trying to do that 10% target that they've set for you. And when you got that 10%, you're trying to do it as quick as possible. So try and move away from all of that. 5% is my objective. I've hit that on schedule. So now I'm just going to try and build up the next 5% target in my head, kind of thing. So it'll be good today if I get 0.2, 0.3. That'll be a good baseline to start for the next 5% for the next following weeks. So that's my objective. So entry, very good. I don't think I could got a better entry. Happy I got in. Like I said, this is the point where it should have been bought from. This is where it broke structure here on this price point, 40.11. Price came all the way back there. Could have got it right there, but you know, that's taken a too late. So I'm very happy so far. Just need it to break above here. Let's see what that is. This previous 5-minute candle at 14.19, and then it would suggest it continues and it goes back to 40.44. I would like to see the price back there pushing. Okay, so we've got the break. That's really good. 40.44. I'd like to see price back there and try to break through it, or at least get into that zone. Really get in there, you know. So that's when I know I can exit the position, because that's the price point, main price point. And now, as it's trending up, creating higher highs, broke structure here, creating higher highs and daily highs as well. It makes sense to try to hold it, to try to break this 40.44 target. So today is risk off. I'm using a lot less size. I could be more patient. I could hold trades a lot longer if need be. Yeah, I'm in a good position. So I'm just going to be cruise control, just practice risk management, practice the quality of my entries and stuff like that, and make sure I'm sharp for next week. And that's it. That's the trade. So if you if you go on the daily, you can see what I'm talking about. Had the daily trend come down to this demand, and it broke structure to the upside. So hopefully continues, and this trade works out really well. Same thing on the H1. Had the H1 trend coming down and broke structure to the upside. It could still not work out, don't get me wrong, but we're going to see what happens in London session. 9 minutes left. If it doesn't work out, it's a small loss. So it's a small loss. I could take another trade or two and see if I can make it back. Being picky. Yeah. Gonna keep it here, H1 low. Okay, cool. This could be a start of a reversal we're gonna see. So head, fake continuation, break structure. It needs to break here, and if it does, I'll be selling it. It's come off the price point, the main resistance. So maybe it wants to be sold from there. We're gonna see if it goes and breaks this H1 low. within the next 8 minutes, then yeah, possibly a reversal attempt. Let's see where the current H1 low is. This current H1 low. If the next H1 candle comes and breaks that, then yeah, potentially. So I possibly can move my stop loss. I think there's only 8 minutes left. Possibly can move my stop loss underneath this low. I'll do so when this H1 candle closes, which is in 8 minutes. I will reduce my risk by a smidge. It'll be about 0.1. So that would be really good. Yeah. I'm gonna give you a market review in a sec. Let's see if I need to keep an eye on this. Yeah, let's do a market review. Something's happened on EURUSD. It's finally moved. And guess what? I was right. It just took so long to confirm that. So it's gone back down. I've been saying it for so many days. These equal lows is not a reversal pattern. I expect price to come through here. GU has done it already. I mean, days ago. Done the equivalent days ago. That's the equivalent here. GU's done it days ago. I mean, come on. EURUSD is so slow. That's my frustration with EURUSD. So I expect it to keep going down. It's created like triple lows here down there. I could sell this to try get it down, but the way it's been playing around with me, I'm not gonna touch it. It could come all the way back up here to fill this imbalance before it goes. But I think it was, so not yesterday, the previous day, Wednesday. I was trying to sell it from here. It went all the way up. I got out. I think I got out here. It went all the way up against me. I was happy I was out. Then look, it dropped. Quite cool. So okay, so it started. Came up yesterday again. Did the same thing. I had stopped trading. I don't think I traded it yesterday, or tried to trade it yesterday. I was in gold, and then it dropped. So I had a look at Yahoo Finance, and I saw that. I thought, okay, cool, because I had an alert set, and it alerted me. That's the only reason I looked, and it dropped. Okay, cool. So it's now moving in the direction I've been calling for the last, I don't know, week or two. So frustrating. And like I said, there's easier ways to make money, like gold. Gold is a lot easier to make money than this. So it's pushing down. I expect it to take these lows. Do you get in? Do I get in here to sell this? To try get it down there? No. Not with this EURUSD guy. It could push all the way back. It's come back already to a price point that it should be sold from, which is here. This low. Used it as resistance. Broke through, tagged into it, came up down yesterday, came back to it this morning, and from there she used that as support to continue the downtrend. So you could sell it from anything around this zone and try to get it further down, but the way it's been playing about, it could push all the way back to 1606 and maybe give you that move next week sometime. I'm just not touching it. So GU's not playing, just been selling. I think I tried to sell GU as well, but again, it was messing around. Gold is an easier read. I think FTSE slowed it down, yeah. So there was a FTSE trend pushing, uptrend pushing a GU down. I was looking at it here. It slowed down. That's why I didn't really trust GU, because I expected it to come within this demand zone. So from this high to this low, I expected it to come here, then maybe be bought. But as you see, it played about yesterday as well. So hard one, but it's still trending up. FTSE, DAX is consolidating, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Yeah. This should have broken out by now. Okay. I don't know what's going on with DAX, but if you're trading DAX, you need to stop it. Just stay away from it. Staying with EURUSD, it's just messing around. This should be selling, but look, it's coming up. So both of them, stay away from them. I'm in gold. I'm sticking with gold. Gold is being golden. There you go. Another potential win for me here. It's doing what it's supposed to be doing. So I think I'm going to be moving my stop loss now. About to get this drive up. And it's the next H1 candle I need to keep my eye on. Sorry. And let me just find this current H1 candle. 40.07. And don't want price coming all the way back there. So I could reduce my risk. Let me find that Zap candle. This one. So my stop loss should be underneath this guy. 0.2. Okay, cool. Shy of 0.2. It needs to be under here. That's the last flag. So flags, pulls out from here. As you may have seen yesterday, it could come here and equal this low before it goes off. So I'm going to try to keep it underneath here because it could come into this zone multiple times before it goes off. If it breaks it, I'm just going to wait this time. This is the lesson learned from yesterday. Just wait and see if it does really want to go that direction, or it's just consolidating like it did yesterday and I shouldn't jump in quickly for the sell kind of thing. So I'm going to be a bit more patient today. I could afford to be more patient today. And just wait for my TP. I might just hold this one because why not? I've achieved my objectives for this week. This is the last trading session, maybe the last trade. Hopefully it's the only trade I need today. I may just hold this, take partials and just hold this to infinity. See if we could get it all the way back to, what was it, 4.3? Let me check. Get back to 4.378 all the way back up here. I've been saying for a while, this isn't a typical reversal pattern. So maybe there's legs from here. So far, it's been bought from demand. If anyone's going to do it, it's from this zone. Does it go straight there or does it come back a few times? Does it break through? We don't know. So the runner is going to be left for there. 4.378. I'm going to put that as my target, my runner. But I will be taking partials definitely at 40.44. Let's be ambitious with the free trade potentially. 2.7. Let's see if we could get up there. Yeah. Let's see if we could get it up there. Okay. New H1. Let's see what happens. Needed to take this high. That confirms it's still bullish. That'd be great. If I was scalping, that should be more than enough. But I'm not scalping. I'm holding. I want to get it back up here. Asian session hit that price point. Reverse, came back down there. This is reverse and it's going up. Makes sense that gets back to that price point. So that's where I want to see price. And I would adjust my risk accordingly. But for now, waiting. Let me just check news quickly. Yeah, there's a fair bit of news today. got CPI coming out of ECB today. You got the core PCE price index coming out from US. You got Chicago business coming out of US. So some big impact news coming out today in both the London session and New York session. So don't want to stick around for too long. A quick win would be good. What does a quick win look like to me? I don't know. I know what a good win is. Back here, 40.44. Quick win, I don't know. We'll see. See what the market's got for me. See what that looks like. 0.6 up there. That's not much at all. Wish I had more size, but typically I would have more size here on this move, scale out, and then leave a runner ready. So I'll be in the money straight away. But risk off today, so I need to be more patient. That could be in a 1% move for me right there, the way I've been trading recently. So far it's 0.2. I'll settle with that. I guess a good win for this trade would be 1%. I'll be happy, really happy with that. So up there, 0.6, not the best, but I'll take 0.5, leave a runner. I'll definitely do that if it gets up there, 40.44. Yeah, I'll definitely do that. Let's see. Okay, Euro wants to move. Good entry at 15.65. But yeah, there's news today. I'm just gonna not touch Euro because it could just stick around, wait for the news to be the catalyst to send it down. This is pole flag. It should have went from there, but it's pushed up, messing around again. Maybe from here, that's what it wanted, and it's gonna drive down from there. Makes sense. Anyone that had a tight stop loss there was take it out. It's done what it wanted to do, and it could drive from there. So its objective is to go down, but it needs to take people down with it, kind of thing. I would love to do an entry from there, but I said I'm going to stay away from this guy. It's just, it draws me in, it keeps me in, just messes around before it starts moving. Don't know if I want to go through those emotions today. EURUSD's just been playing with me too many days. I just need to stay away. But I am very tempted. I'm not going to look at this guy anymore. I'm done with EURUSD. I'm not going to look at it. Very tempted to enter for the sell, but I'm not going to touch it. It's easier ways to make money. This is a lot easier trade. So I'm just going to be patient and work with this. Let's see what's going on with silver. Anything I need to worry about with this gold trade. Silver's been a good indicator of what gold's been doing recently. Just slightly ahead of the curve. Okay. So it hasn't taken this high yet. That's a reversal pattern. Nice, simple reversal pattern. Great. It's still bullish, I guess. Got the uptrend. Yeah, it's considered. So this was the Asian high. Silver's already taken it. Reversed the same way. It didn't even come down really. just consolidated and it's taking the Asian high and it's trending up. So that could be an indicator that gold is going to take the Asian high. We'll see. But here's the structure. Don't really want to see silver come back down here. If it breaks the structure, maybe there's a additional pullback before it goes off, and that means price is going to come against me in gold for a bit as well. That doesn't look great, but we're going to see. Gold, it's not at a point I could take anything off the table yet. Just pointless. 0.2 unless I close the whole position. 0.3 will be fine. 0.5 is ideal. And I think I'm just going to try hold it to 40, 44 unless there's a reason to get out. And so far, there isn't. Potentially even move into profit. That's the current H1 low. Yeah, current H1 low. Could probably have reduce my risk at least, get underneath here. Maybe move to break even in theory, but I'm gonna give it room. Giving it room just to come back. It's just broke out, it should come back. Maybe tap into its H1 low, break even, take me out, then go off again. It could do that, so I'm not gonna move to break even yet. And I am only risking 0.1, so it's okay. I'll wait. Half of this 120, not much. I'm not gonna close my position yet or take partials yet. A little bit more and I consider it. Come on, gold. Gold's been good. If you are trading and you're looking for something for consistent read, gold's been very good this last few weeks for me. Whether selling or buying's been easier to read than anything else, and it actually moves. So gold's been very good. Let's see what happens here. Every time it breaks out, I'm concerned because when it comes back, does it continue or does it fake and reverse? So people get happy with the breakouts. I'm usually like, I need to get out. As soon as it breaks out, I need to get out here. Did that yesterday actually. It was the wrong decision. It broke from here. It did come back though. It broke from here. I think I got in just here. It broke from there. I got out here. It pushed higher. So that's what I really missed out on. But then it came back. So any break even, anything I had there would have been taken out before it went off again. And it went off like hours after. So I was glad for the exit and not sitting around hoping. So they come back. So I could expect this to come back. That's a normal price action. Pulls, flags back into the zone, pulls out again. Sometimes it's really aggressive and it just continues. But most of the times it's pull flag, pull flag, pull flag, and so on. So I can expect it to come back here. So I'm not going to move to break even yet. Give it some more space. If it creates another flag, so a pullback, if you may know it as a pullback, creates another one, then goes, then my stop loss, I'll just trail that. But right now I'm just trailing the H1 lows. So if you are new to the stream, I am trading a 5% funded account. So I've been streaming last few weeks and I passed phase 1 of the high stakes challenge, 100k high stakes challenge, past phase 2. So phase 1 was at 8% profit target, phase 2 5% profit target, and now I have the funded account 100k, meaning that the profits I've got now is mine and I can withdraw it. I haven't been trading 14 days. I need to trade this for 14 days, then I have the option. So sometime next week I'll have access to the profits. I should be able to withdraw the amount I want. I keep 80%, they take 20%. So that's a plan. And I do plan on taking some money out next week. So if you're new to the stream, consider subscribing, check that out. You'll be notified when I jump on stream. Maybe I do the withdrawal on stream. I don't know. We'll see. Need to make sure there's no scammers watching and there's no sensitive information being. Sorry, I just got confused with distracted with this price action. No sensitive information on display, and then yeah, maybe I'll do it on stream. But yeah, so that's where I am. I'm just trying to. I watched a video on YouTube the other day. One guy claims that he's had the same funded account for over a year, and all he just does is like little profits, little withdrawals, like 500 out here, there. I thought that's interesting concept. So I like it because he's beating the game, because the game is, here's your profit target of 10%. Go and hit it. Good luck, right? But he's like, no, I can make 0.5 and still take that out. So I'm going to do that instead. I'm just going to take money away from you guys every month. And I prefer that approach. So I'm going to try to take on that approach, that mentality, or try just make 1%, take some money out every 2 weeks, take some money out, and forget about the, you know, the whole carrot and stick thing they're trying to do. You need to level up, get to the next objective, level up, get to the next objective, more cash, more funds, all this. Nah, I'm just going to take money from you guys every single time I can. So I'm going to consider that. So essentially what I'm going to do next week, I'm just going to take some money from them. I'm not going to try to hit the profit target of 10%. I'm just going to take 5% away from you guys. Then I try to grind the next 5%. Then I take the next 5%. And if you want to give me a new account to do again, I'll do the same thing and just continue grinding. I'm going to try to hold this count for as long as I can. That's the mentality. It'll be great to get it over to next year. That'll be amazing. That will be the longest time I held a funded account. So almost like 3 months. That would be really good. And it's going to be interesting around the Christmas period because it's not the best time to trade. But there's a 30-day inactivity rule they've got, and I need to keep an eye on there. Maybe I just put small trades on so it qualifies. So I keep the funded account. Don't really want to trade around Christmas, but we'll see. Fun times. I've got options. Okay, so it's pulling back. Like I said, it could take, I don't know, a whole hour. Stay here in an hour, then break. That's why I usually like just taking my profits out of here. Stay here hour, then break these lows and come and stop me out. That could happen still. So we're gonna see. We're gonna have to be really patient for this trade. It seems to be slow today. Yesterday when it broke this high around this time, the London session really went. Today maybe reverses. 0.2 would have been good, but like I said, I can afford to take a loss. So maybe just strap in and wait, buckle in and wait for the loss mentality. And if I get the win, yay, I'm rewarded for my patience. If you are looking at a different instrument, let me know. I've just covered the guys I normally look at. If you're looking at something else, let me know. If there's anything trending, let me know. I'll have a look and give you my thoughts. But right now, it looks like the market is very slow. Maybe it's taken into account that there's a lot of higher impact news later. And if that's the case, I'll just exit with 0.2, 0. Whatever this is. I'm not going to stick around. My trading session is the only time I'm trading. And I only want to do about an hour today. Less time on the screen is my objective. Okay, so FTSE looks like it's pushing down currently. Reverse there. Actually, it's too early to say. Just looking very bearish at this moment. It's still got its H1 trend in effect, but it's this low to be broken to act as a reversal. Maybe there's a drive down, but we're going to see. Key price point on FTSE is here at 97.27.66 key price point. If it breaks that, maybe there's a sell. If it holds that, it should continue its uptrend attempt here. And then maybe it's looking at these highs again. Trended down, broke that structure, these lower highs here, it broke that structure there, pulled back into this candle that led to the break, and it seems to be reversing. So if it holds and carries on and breaks Asian high, breaks this Asian high, there's no reason it doesn't break the previous daily high, and from there, why not go further and break the weekly high, which is up there. So it depends, but this is a big inefficiency here, so it could definitely dig deeper into here and maybe do reversal in the New York session. So risky trade, FTSE could try catch a trend there, but a lot easier places to enter the market, easier things to trade. DAX messing around. I can't get a read on DAX. It's consolidating. It's messing around. I'm sure Euro's pushing up now. Nope, not yet. But Euro again, it should be selling. Simple as Euro should be going down, should be going through here. That's the trade, and it's just not really moving. I don't know why it's like this at this time of the year, but it's not moving. Getting 10 pips on EURUSD has been so hard recently. Anyway, I think I've covered it all. Silver, let's check out silver again. Maybe that's an indicator of what's going on here. It looks there's potential for it to break this low. Maybe therefore gold comes back as well. It takes me out. But so far it's just holding within that zone. Let's have a look. Did a bit of a breakout. Break continued and broke. So that could be a little reversal attempt here. It needs to break this low though. It could sit in with this range. It's this low that matters. If it stays above here, then the breakout is still on. But if it goes beneath here, then maybe there's a reversal or even a small pullback to get it back to the initial demand that started it from this high to this low, and maybe comes there to go off again. So this could be just a run on stop losses that caught this breakout or attempted breakout, and maybe it wants to tag that before it goes. Back to gold. Gold looking set to break out again. So flagged, and now we need the pull out. I think it just broke that candle, didn't it? Yeah, it's broke that candle. Potential second entry, but it's very close to it. This is the previous H1 low. This is the current H1 low. So trade it on the 5-minute trend. Yeah, you can probably have your stop loss there. I don't need multiple entries today, but yeah, potentially this is an entry. If you didn't get in earlier, you could probably enter there, have a stop loss just underneath here. Better to have it underneath here, giving it space, and see if you can get the drive out. And then as it drives out, then stop loss underneath there. Yeah. Maybe not. Still got 4 minutes for this candle to figure out which direction it wants to go, so sit tight. Back to silver. Let's see what's going on in silver. No indication. Patience. Mm-mm. 2 minutes left for this candle and 5-minute candle. Let's see if it turns it around. It doesn't need to be this one. It could be the next one. As long as it's respecting this low, I guess. Definitely respecting the previous H1 lows. That's the main thing. That's the main structure we need it to hold. Definitely move my stop loss. So stop loss is now at 40.07, previous H1 low. Risking about 0.1% of this account size. If it's a loss, it's a small loss. I can afford this loss. That's fine. Break even would be really good, but not there yet. Too close. Break even would be great for today. So if I was to lose, it's nothing. I'd love to be underneath here, risking, I don't know, less than 0.1. I'm gonna keep it H1 though. Maybe make it 0.1 exactly though. But definitely if we get this break of this high here, I will be moving to break even. I'm just gonna give it 0.1 risk. I think that's enough. Yeah. Alrighty. Let's have a look at M1 if there's. Okay, so M1 suggests it's trending down now. Little reversal. M1 pushing it down. Let's see what happens in this zone. To hold this low to this side and just push up from here. Hopefully the initial read is right. I don't need to concern myself about all this smaller time frame action. The initial read on the higher time frame, there was a downtrend. There's a reversal of that downtrend, and it's pushing up, creating higher daily highs and higher daily lows. That's the initial read. Price point target is 40.44, which it did today. That's a current daily high, but I would expect within this session for it to drive up further. But it was the point it should be sold out. So this is potentially just a pole flag, and it's gonna pole out again, breaking this low, then aiming for these lows here. So that could be what's really going on here, and means, yeah, that's looking bad. It means that this will be a loss. I'm gonna wait anyway, regardless. Small loss today is fine. Okay, not great. That's why I say every time it breaks out, it had the potential to come back and do this. It's not over yet, obviously. It's still got 30 minutes to this H1 candle to be formed. But right now on M1, it's not looking good. M5, it's still too early to say. It could still hold. Going to reduce my risk as it's not looking great. It's too early to be honest, moving my stop loss, but I'd rather take the small loss, really small loss, keeping it tight today. Small loss, and worst case scenario, I can make it back on EURUSD. I'm sure this silly thing. This is meant to be selling. I told you, that's why I didn't get in. It's meant to be sold from there, but it just doesn't want to do what it's supposed to do. EURUSD. So I'm glad I don't get in EURUSD at all. Yeah, it makes sense. DAX is pushing down, EURUSD is pushing up. Doesn't make any sense other than it's holding out, waiting for the high impact news to justify the move it's going to do, which should be a sell and break. That's the structure it's been doing the last few days. I don't know just why it's taking so long to do it. So high here, that's a pole down to this low, flags up all the way here, poles, ugly pole, but gets down there, flags are meant to go from there, created equal lows, then comes all the way back here. Looks like a breaking structure, maybe it's bullish. This is a reversal pattern. Got to top here, net line of here, sold. Got back to here where it could target and go through, but decides to pull up again. Respecting this high, sold again. So it's just taking very long to do what structurally it's been doing, which is actually selling. It just doesn't look like it because of the way it's doing it price wise. I'm sure DAX is the same, consolidating really. Yeah, there you go. And that would explain why there's no real direction with DAX, it's just consolidating. Anyway, I'm in the right place. Just have to be patient with you. With gold today, slow, no real volume, but it's grinding up. Okay, so this next it's next M5, kind of important. Yeah, kind of important. If it breaks this one, that's good. So this just came back to dig deep into this inefficiency. Okay, so it's done that, and if it then breaks here, that will indicate this little M1 reversal is done. Breaks that structure, then it's ready to take this high again, and then I could trail it, but it needs to break it though. Come on, within this zone. So top here to the bottom here, that's the zone. It's meant to go sideways until it pushes out and breaks this high. So it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. The higher time frame suggests it's pushing up, and on a lower time frame it's doing it, but it's very slow. So if we get the break of 4023.24, that could be the entry, which was again the entry I said earlier. That's the same price point. That would then confirm that is the entry to push up to try to get this high at least. If it breaks this high, I'm moving to break even, and then I'll just leave it. I'll just leave it. Leave it. If it hits my price point, I'll set my alerts. If it hits my price point, I'll come back and then scale out and then leave a runner for the heavens. That's the plan. Just need it to break 40.23.24. Good. Got some volume now. Have some volume now. So it seems to break it now. Good. So that would have been a good second entry. Stop loss where it's supposed to be. Give it space. It needs to break the side before I move to break even. Could definitely come back here. It's not over yet. It needs to break this high. Let's see. Streaming for about 45 minutes so far. Getting wary. Zoom out. Still trying to see it get up here. It's moving very slow in comparison to yesterday, should I say. This is its normal pace, to be honest. Just in comparison to yesterday. Got this big drive, big healthy H1 candle, London session. And it came all the way back. So maybe I should be looking at exit at some point. Just take the small win before it comes back and break structure. Moving very slow. Maybe wants to stick around for news as well. 0.2 will be good. So maybe if we get this drive up again, I'll take some size off, move to break even, then leave it alone. But it needs to give me something. I've been sitting here for a minute. I need to get rewarded for it. Otherwise, I could have just been sitting in EURUSD doing nothing. EURUSD, broken structure pushing up. Where could it be going? Could be up here. 1.1606 could be up there. It could be here. Shouldn't be here. It's done this already. It's just not making any sense. I'm going to leave that alone. Said that so many times, but just keep coming back to it. Alright, gold is very slow now. Looks like it's coming back to my entry. Not looking good. How much? We still got enough time for it to come all the way down and break the H1 low. Where's the current H1 low? The previous H1 low. It's just down there. Still got enough time to come and break that. And if it breaks that, that's the break of the structure for the sell. How far it goes, I don't know, but still got enough time to do it. And that's where my stop loss should be. It could come here, tag me out, stick around there, then still break out. 0.5 versus 0.1. Moving my stop loss down a little bit, giving it space to come back here to sit around it before it breaks. So I'm still only risking 0.1, just giving it space because it's moving very slow. Therefore I could hit my break even a few times or even my stop loss underneath here before it goes out. I was hoping with this break or this little M5 pullback, it was ready to go, but it's just slowed down again. So looks like it's going to be a long one. I may step back from the laptop for a bit. Been looking at this for an hour now. I may just step back, have a little walk, come back, and get my alerts set up. So I want to see price break 40.26. I'll scale out from there, leave a runner. not because I don't think it's got legs, it's just I don't want to spend the whole day in front of the screen. 25. Set an alert now for 40.25. Actually, wait. Yeah, I want to see it above here. 40.24.33. When it gets above there, then it's got my attention again. Right now, I need to step away from the laptop a little bit. And my stop loss is at currently 40.07. So at 09, alert me please. Yeah. Just need a 5-minute break from this. But I'm gonna stay streaming, try to get this breakout. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. I just need to step away from the screen for a little bit. This is what I mean. As soon as you step away, it starts moving. All right, let's see if we get this break then. Get us here for a while. Let's see if we get this break and I could take something off it and call it a win. And see what kind of break. I expect and I would like it to get a lot further, but I'm not interested in sitting in front of the laptop for that long. So I'll take a piece here and then leave a runner. That's the plan. Let's see if we get this break. Hopefully it's a nice, strong, healthy break. We've been here doing not a lot for a while. So healthy break, aim for these highs, slows down there before it takes 40.44. Maybe it's too premature to take a break. But yeah, I can't sit around watching it come back again, slowly grinding out. I can't do that. I'd rather just take some money, call it a win and leave a runner. So I haven't got that much patience for this. So let's see. Don't know if I want half off. It's only $100. Be more than half. Let's see, 20, I don't know, 15. Is there any point? Let's see what we could do. Yeah, I'm not gonna stick around waiting for it to come back again. I will take some here, move to break even, and leave the runner, and maybe scale out at 40, 44. If not, just hold it over the weekend if we get the break. Very slow today. Very slow. Maybe I need to step away again. 2026. It's a break that I'm looking for. Is at 26, 40, 26. $6.74. If this pushes down from here, potential reversal, breaks this low, and is aiming for this H1 low. 15 minutes left, still got enough time to take that H1 low. That's not good. So that looks like a potential reversal. Left shoulder, head, fake breakout, reverse, and breaks this low here. Then that's a little reversal, maybe it goes through, but it still needs to take this H1 low, so we're gonna wait. Maybe it's just slow price action, no real volume. See silver. Yeah, silver doesn't look good. Okay. Very slow session. I'm going to give it space. I'm not risking a lot. I'm just going to give it space, give it time, and take into consideration the fact it's slow. Can't be impatient in a slow market. I just need to be more disciplined and more patient. It's going to take me out. It's going to take me out. It's a good trade. Everything looks right for a continuation. Price targets everything. The read is fine so far. If it doesn't want to happen, doesn't want to happen. Just need to be patient. Gonna be patient. That doesn't look good. Let's just check quickly. All right, so it looks like a little reverse attempt on silver is happening. Maybe it's the same on gold. I'm gonna see. Gonna give it another. It's got 10 minutes to do something. Maybe I'll move to break even. I'm gonna move to break even. I think it's gonna stop me out. It should be underneath this low. I don't want to lose anything. Stops me out, so be it. Still the H1 lows here, so it's still got 9 minutes to get there. So to get down here, some volume needs to kick in, and it looks like that's happening right now. Silver says it's happening as well. So maybe it's going to stick around. Maybe the read that it was to be sold from 40.44 snuck in there last night, and that's what's going on. If it breaks structure here, it could go down. It may not even get there. It doesn't need to get there within this next 9 minutes. It could just hold here, and then the next H1 candle breaks that's current low that's creating, and then that's a sell. But I'm getting out here. I may even take it as profit. I'm taking this little, yeah, it's gonna stop me out. Okay, so that's a stop out. Maybe there's a sell here. Structure wise, it was meant to break here, fake like it's continuing, then came here and breaking this low. Breaking this low, which then suggests there's a little selling opportunity. Won't be selling it. Tried, was patient. If it breaks this low here, I'd wait for the next H1 candle to confirm if it's a selling opportunity. So wherever this H1 ends, if that next H1 candle breaks that low, then definitely it's a sell. But yeah, silver suggests it's pulling back. It's broken structure to the downside. It's broke its little trend so far. So head, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, fake continuation, came back and broke the structure. The M1 reversal, led to M5 breaking structure, led to H1 breaking structure, so there should be a sell there, and it looks like gold is doing the same thing, so I'm out. Break even trade. My setup or how I've been trading is go with the trend. If it doesn't work out, go the opposite direction for a scalp. That should be this trade I do now. Maybe I take it. It's only one trade. Maybe I take it. So I'm going to wait for the next H1 candle to confirm that. And maybe there's a sell on gold. Nothing else happening, I don't think. Maybe there's a sell on GU there. Wait, let me just check what's going on FTSE. So FTSE's broke its structure. But FTSE always breaks its structure, so I don't trust that. DAX is pushing down, Euro pushing out, cool, that makes sense. Okay, cool. So yeah, there's a sell on gold, and I will be taking, I'm going to take some size for a quick sell and see if we could just drive it down a little bit and make a win. So I should take this all the way through, cool, definitely a sell. Breaking structure, 40.27 is my stop loss. There may be a pullback. 40.27 stop loss. And try to get a quick scalp here. If I could get 0.2, I'll take it. This could just be a pullback and comes all the way back up. So just looking for a quick scalp here. You may go all the way to run that low. Don't know yet. Got probably too much size on, but all that volume just kicked in. Maybe it's just to run this trend. So I'll be scaling that as soon as. Let's see. At least we've got some price action now. It would have been a loss, but at least we got some price action. Good thing I didn't have too much size on, so the loss would have been small. And now opposite direction with some size on, not too much, risking 0.8. Still got 4 minutes of this H1 candle. It'll be the next H1 candle to continue this drive down if it's going to move quickly. I think I'm happy with the entry. Let me just check the entry. I'm good with the entry. Entry's good. Let's see what's going on. Silver really going or what? So far, yeah. Silver looks like it's running its previous or current daily low. Yeah. So got room for the sell on gold. So it's broken the structure with a lot of volume. And it should run this previous daily low, which is equal lows down there. So there's a lot more space for gold to go. Maybe runs this same previous daily lows. And if it does that, maybe it stays in this demand and pushes up again, or maybe it goes further and it continues its downtrend. So makes it a pole, flag, pole, consolidates here and pulls to try to get back into this zone or even past this zone. And the next destination should be here at 37.89 down there. We'll see what it wants to do today. Right now I'm looking for a scalp in the opposite direction. Let's get 0.8. Yeah, 0.8. All this drama. If you don't want to go up, just say, man. Just let me know in advance and I'll join you. So looking for a quick scalp. I'm not going to stick around in this move. It's playing. It's playing about. Had a reversal here. Had a reversal here. It's pulled back into that zone. Does it go further or not? I don't know. Should do. Silver says yeah. It's got space. It's a low reversal as well. So hopefully this isn't a fake. It's just a pullback to go off again. It has. It had created structure and it's broken structure, so I'm in the opposite direction. There is no imbalance here. There's no reason it needs to come here. So the suggestion of the breaker structure after maintaining this uptrend support and resistance price point would suggest it's going down. So I'm happy for the trade. Let's see if it works out. New H1 candle will confirm that where it wants to go, and maybe that's where we see the volume kick in and it drives. But that's the most amount of price action we got so far has been to the downside. So this should drive, really drive to get through this if it is to be sold. So they'll make this a pole, flag, and pole to break through. It needs to break through here. So maybe that is where I should be holding it to. let's see, 39.89 as TP. Probably definitely be out before that. But TP 39.89. But I'll be out before that. That's the target. I'll probably scale out and leave a runner to see if it gets there. That's if this isn't just consolidation like happened yesterday and takes me out again. That could happen again. No reason why not. But it means it just caught me out again 2 days in a row. Let's see. All I could do is trade what I see. Yeah, silver's going for it. Don't want to see it pushing back. Silver wise, let's see. Don't want it to come. It could come back here. Don't want it to take that high. H1 high. Hit. Cool. Buy H1 high for this move. Okay. H1 high is that. I'm happy for the trade, not happy with my risk. Got too much on. It is only 0.8, but it's more than I wanted today. Should have just start with the same weight and just risk 0.2 or something like that. That's the only mistake I made so far with this read or with this trade. But hopefully it pays out, because if I do get this drive, this little move then is quite significant. And it looks like we've got volume there. That's at least something's happening. Takes this in there, exit. Not more than that. Should be sold from here. So where the structure is broken, I should use it as resistance and sell from there. Should get at least a drive here, and that's when I'll scale out. Should get at least 5-minute drive in this direction. I'm going to find out in the next 1 minute. The new 5-minute candle could be the reason, could be the one that drives it out. And from this price point, yeah, could happen. all of a sudden silver's moving slow and it's coming back up. Yeah, it still could be staging another pull out, so have to wait. What I don't want to see is the next 2 5-minute candles keep being bought up. Doesn't need to. Could be gone from here, could be sold from here, so it doesn't need to do that. So I definitely don't want to see that. What I need to see is this H1 low taken. This low taken. That confirms there's some legs in the move. And it wants to drive down a lot further. And maybe complete this. I mean, all of this demand zones have been used. There's no reason it needs to come down here to fill any inefficiencies. All been used. Maintain the structure all the way up. Should have been bought from here to continue, but I decided to break that structure. So it's going in the opposite direction currently. There's no reason why it doesn't continue unless it's this price point here where structure was broken. Actually, structure was broken up here. So unless it's that price point, but it's been used multiple times and it's just broke through it. So no reason it needs to do this unless it's just consolidating, waiting for news. That's the only explanation I could think of other than running stop losses. And the real direction is down for maybe the session. Slows down in New York session, maybe comes up later after news. But for now, this trade is a sell. Just need to see under 40.06 to confirm. Okay, back in profit. I said I'm not happy with how much I got on, so I'm going to take some off. I just take some off here. Maybe it's too early. Should be getting this drive, but I prefer to be stress-free in the trades. Okay, so risking 0.5, I can live with that. Not ideal. I'm wanting 0.2, 0.3. But for this scalp, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, can make it back on Monday. Yeah, it's fine. 4.5, I'll take out 4.5 next week, it's fine. Can make it back on Monday. And if I lose on Monday, I still take 4% out next week instead of 5. That's fine. Let's see what's going on here. It's saying not yet. Not yet. I did say I want to see this 5-minute candle break. At least this low hasn't done so yet. It's got 1 minute left. If it holds like this, that's fine. The next 5 minutes to break it, that'll be good. What I don't want to see is this holds and then the next 5-minute candle pushes up, because it then comes up here and up here, who knows what's going to happen. I want to see a strong move. You've done a big strong drop here, slows down, flags up, then another drive. That's what I want to see here. And we usually, when you get this kind of breaking structure, it's usually a lot faster. So I need to see it fast, and if it's not moving fast, I should be concerned. So I need to see 40.06 taken now. Don't want to see it go up from here. I could put my stop loss there. Yeah, definitely could reduce my stop loss. At least there. I could put it there, but it's too early. It could just come here slowly, wick, and then go through. So I'm gonna wait. But if we get this drive, then yeah, I'm reducing my stop loss to there. And if it comes back, it's even a smaller loss. That's fine. Not sure what I want to make from this move. It is a pullback. it's against the higher time frame trend, depending where you're reading it from. The current trend is up. So this is a pullback, so I don't want to be in it too long. It is in a technically a demand zone, even though it's been used. But it could break through it. I don't know. We'll see. Depends on how price is moving before I make a decision. Need to see a break of this low. 40.08. See what's happening at M1. M1's looking good. Created a flag formation here. Pole, flag, and it looks like it's breaking through. It's holding it. Just needs to take this low to confirm that though. See what silver's doing. Silver's looking good for the sell still. Okay. Okay with the sell. .5 would be good. 0.3, I'll take it. Okay. Just need to see it take 40.06, then that confirms it's pushing down further. Could reduce my stop loss, could scale out as well. I wanted 0.2 today, had 0.2 a few times, so I think at least I'm taking 0.2 for today. So I'm going to wait for 0.2 at least, maybe, if we could get it. That's what I came for. Oops. What was that? 0.1, cool. Just gonna do this. Go risk 0.4 now. Risk 0.4 now. I really want to move my stop loss to here. That's above here. So we've got that break now. That's good. Should break this. I want to leave my stop loss here. Just need to get this breakout. Then I'll move my stop loss. It is too early, but I want to keep it tight. Don't want to take an unnecessary large loss. That would be 0.1. Cool. It's very early. Okay, cool. Do you know what? It's not bad. That's the current H1 high. So it's very early still, but it could hold. That's too early, man. It could come back here, definitely 0.2. I'm going to leave it here. Okay, cool. 0.3. I need to give it room. It could come back. But if it starts moving, then I'll move it down there. And only risk 0.1. Okay, so we've got some volume kicking in. I'm moving my TP. I don't know what's going to happen here. It maybe wants to push all the way back to this zone and take previous daily lows. So I'm going to move my TP and scale out when it makes sense. It'll be good to see this daily low taken first and take something off there, but anywhere here I may take something because I'm not trying to stay in this long. It could just be a pullback, it could go further. I don't know what's going to happen, so I'm just gonna see, depending on price, how it's moving before I make a decision. Can't see why it's coming just here. Other than this breaker structure here. It's not looking good now. Maybe this is just a pullback to get this price point. And this breaker structure maybe. Or maybe because it's a key price point, it's reacting. Okay, too soon to say anything. I'm just going to wait and see what price wants to do. If it wants to blow through the zone or not. Just be a good trade if it does. So I'm just going to wait. Okay. So this was the high price point I said from yesterday I would want to take price to and get out because there's a key resistance points here. Asian session sold it down, reverse here in the Asian session coming back up. London session held it here within that flag. So this is where it all started, where the reversal started, and London seems to be selling it. So they should really try to get underneath this low. So that should be my exit. If that doesn't happen, this is just consolidation, you know, reverse here, came down here, reverse here, came back here, reverse here, come back here, reverse here, and come back up here. This is consolidation. So definitely last trade. Want to see it drive through. It should be these lows, Asian lows, Asian highs, held and respected the zone that started from, reverse in this zone, Asian lows. That should be my exit. 0.3 risk. I'm going to manage it as it pushes down. Control this H1 low. Just needed to get down a lot further. And here, come closer to the end of this H1 candle. Then I can move it to this low. It's too early to move it soon. And I'll make it, I think, a 0.1 risk to hold it to try to get these lows. That's the trade now. So that's the trade now. Just going with the trend, going with the price action. It was bullish for a minute and it's changed. Now it's bearish currently on the lower time frame. We're going to see what happens. Looking for a scalp. I think at least 0.2. If I take it here, yeah, I scraped together 0.2 to get today. That would be good if I take it here. But I think I could get a little bit more from the time I spent here today looking at this. I think I want more. More money, more money. Nothing happening on Euro. GBPUSD, I don't know, too early to say. It's low as well. FTSE selling, GBP should be going up. DAX is not doing anything. Come on, gold. Silver slow. Yes, I know. Price alert just gone off telling me something's going on. Considering taking it there at 0.2. Is it asking too much to break this low? not if this is right. Break this low and be bought up again underneath this low because of this inefficiency. So maybe asking too much to take a low. Sometimes you could be partially right on a read, you know. So it could be just pulling down here. That's the current read, but I could hold right here and sell off again. So I don't need the low, I guess. So I should take some partials here and then leave it to see. So I'm going to take partials here and be partially right on the read. So right currently I've made shy of my 0.2 target today anyway. And let's see if it does take this low. I don't need like big moves every day. I'm okay with small moves. So even if it takes that low and it looks like I missed out, so be it. I'm moving to break even. Now I'm going to move above this high. Like I said, this is the current H1 high. It could come back against it. I would like to go to break even. $46 loss if I lose this trade. Not crazy. It means I made about 0.1% today. Not crazy. For this will make my 0.2 break even would do it. Just want $8 really. Okay, I'm moving to just into profit. Okay, why? Because I'm being petty and I want my $8. I wanted 0.2 today. That would be 0.2 today. If it comes back, it takes me out. Stop loss should be here though at 14.28 at the H1 high. It should be there to continue this current downtrend. That's where it should be. And I don't need to do that today, so I'm not going to do that. I made some money just on this. I'm going to hold a little bit to see if it goes further. Should really just close it and be happy. I got my $8. Yeah, I'm going to leave it and let it do what it wants to do. I'm happy with that trade. The low pullback, it could be bought from here, so I don't want to risk it. I've moved into profit, $8. It rounds up the account to the 0.2 I wanted today. I got my objective met. My objective was to make about 0.2, 0.3 today. I met that. I just didn't take it 2 times. So this third time around, I'm going to take it by moving into profit. So now I'm just going to hold this trade, see if it wants to go further. And if it does, great. There's more money to be taken today. Should do this low today. Should do that low today. And where's that ambitious stop loss? The previous daily low, 0.9. That would be really good. But no, I can't expect it to do so much. Smart thing would be to take it from here. Yeah, I'm going to take it from here because I don't want to look at the charts anymore today. Okay, I've got that luxury and I'm going to take that. You know, I'm going to abuse it. I'm out. So I don't want to look at the charts anymore today. I don't want to look at, I don't want any alerts. I don't want any prices. And this could just be a pullback. So I'm not going to risk losing when I've got a win. So 0.2 today, I'm happy with that, what I came for. And somehow I didn't take a loss, but I watched the charts. It's not somehow. You guys who've been watching, you know what happened here. I managed the trade, was patient, watched it. I said there could be a break. It broke. Structure went in the opposite direction for the scalp. Got back what I would have lost if I didn't trail the stop or these lows, trail the lows. Got back what I would have lost, and I got a win from it. So what more can you ask for? So I'm very happy with how trading session went today. A lot better than yesterday. Nice control, risk managed, and I think I'm gonna keep it there, man. That's the kind of days I want. So I'm gonna end the stream here. Hopefully this has been useful for you guys. If it has, let me know. Questions, concerns, comments, all that. Like this channel, like the video, hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when I am on stream again. So next week Monday I will be, hopefully by next week Monday I should be able to withdraw something, and if I can, I probably will do that at some point that day, and I'll share the video with you guys. So this is Patrick signing out. Until next time, peace.